Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is with Chiseled Face Bespoke soap, and the razor of the day is a Yaki Katana single edge. It takes a half a DE blade, so that's what we did here. We basically split a half DE blade for that. But let's talk about the soap first. The soap, of course, it's called Bespoke Number 1 is the name of the soap. It's 4 ounces for $21.99 at Maggard's, where I got this. Well, I, of course, got a sample of it that will be, of course, given away. I took my 1 spoon out of it already, so there it is. Smells wonderful. Very woodsy smell. I mean, it's got other stuff in it, but it's predominantly a woodsy scent. So yes, it smells nice. So that wood, it's a nice fall winter scent. And I think it's today the first day of spring maybe. So yeah, but I got to finish using up my fall winter stuff so I can buy some more spring summer stuff. So I was just like, yeah, we'll be finishing this up. I think I got 4 more after this. But anyway, so the scent profile on this is vetiver, frankincense. They call sweet myrrh, clove, pepper, patchouli, cedar, and definitely smell the cedar, vanilla, anise, which is licorice type scent, and I love licorice, black licorice. Yeah, I love that, but it's not overpowering at all. And then cardamom, that word is a hard word. Cardamom, nanum, or okay, you know the word. And yes, this soap does have beef tallow in it. So we're going to start. Normally I cut and wash the face. I'm just going to splash on a little bit and then do my soap thing because I leave it in every now and again. So let me I got warm water in the sink. We put a couple of splashes of that on. Not near enough, of course, to soften the whisker, but I got my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement soap cube. So yeah, this is what I use when I shave, when I don't just step out of the shower. So yeah, and then I turn it a quarter of a turn basically when I put it down so that it wears evenly because it's kind of a tall cube, and if you don't, it'll wear off and it'll just get angled and it won't last as long for you. I've got 2 days of growth like I usually do on a Saturday, and it's stubbly and it's gray and it's thick and it's coarse. So yeah, it really helps a lot to wash my face first. But I say, if you just stepped out of the shower, you can skip this part. There we go. Just washing my hands off here now. Now I'm going to get my washcloth, my dry washcloth, and put that in the sink water here warm and wring it out. There we go, so I can wash this off. Just got the phone with my oldest son, Sean. He called me real quick here on a Saturday morning. Hey, Sean. And I'm just wringing this out. I'll need that afterwards. There we go. That's wrung out. Set that aside. The soap I've actually already pre-squished. Very soft, easy to squish into the bottom of my Polish pottery bowl here. And it's like a half a teaspoon of water in there. I just kind of swished it under the running water, warm water out of the sink here to do that. And it's always about a half to 3/4. And it's about half. Today's brush, let me shake it out twice and I'll show you. Shake, shake. Razorock 400. I think that's like a 20 millimeter or something. It's not huge. I think that's like 20. And it's the synthetic brush in that, and of course we're going to swirl it around 250 total times. Let's start it. Okay, that's 50. It's still very liquidy, very soupy, but it's starting to make some lather. 50 more. It's still, yeah, still kind of soupy, but it's getting a little thicker now. Now it's more like gravy. So it's like, but it's still lots of big bubbles in there. You can see. Yeah, we got to knock those down. So 50 more. We're at that about halfway point, 150 swirls in. Some big bubbles still on there, but see that there's less littler bubbles. You'll see the bubbles count's getting fewer. So yeah, it's starting to get good, and that's starting to thicken up nice here now. Next 50. Okay, we're 200 in. Yes, it's doing nicely. I could think about stopping now, but yeah, we're at 50 more. There we go. Is it peaky? It's peaky. Yeah, it's peaky. Whoops, flopping peaks over the place. And yeah, the occasional big bubble, but see that lack of the littler bubbles in there now. So now it's more like shave lather soap. So yeah, now it's going to be good. My face is still a little bit damp here from when I washed it a minute ago. Go ahead and start applying this. Very soft brush. I don't remember which head this is. This brush head on this, the brush knot on this brush, but very nice, very nice. And I really do enjoy this longer style looking thing here. In fact, I like to get the bigger one because the way I just sit it right there, it sits easy, kind of locks in. This soap this soap scent has got some strength to it. Out of a 1 to 10, this is probably a good 6. It's strong, stronger than I remember it being. That's good. It reminds me a lot of the Cedar and Spice one, my very first chisel face soap that I ever got, where I got a full-size tub. Reminds me a lot of that one. There we go, plenty of soap on the face. Let's get in here, we're warming up the razor in the sink water. There we go, close enough. Pass 1 is with the grain. I didn't take this off to show you how it is a standard 3-piece style of putting it assembly with just that half blade. There's no magnet to hold it in there, but it's not too hard. It's got these little peg things that hold the 2 side indents for the blade. It's not hard. Now I'm making sure to stretch out my skin, especially because this is more aggressive. This is above medium aggression. In my opinion, I am using a milder blade. When the more aggressive the razor is, a lot of times the milder the blade I'll put in it. And this is shave 4 on this blade. There we go, got through that. There we go. And be using a one-sided razor, yes, you have to rinse it out more frequently. This is shave 4 for me on a single edge, which is like shave 8 on a double edge. So I'm feeling more this. Yeah, I could probably have changed the blade before the shave. Last shave it was fine. Feeling a little bit more. It's not as precisely slicing as it was the last shave even. I'm already into this, so but that's not really a blade thing. You really do have to change your blades more often on a single edge. Depends on, of course, it depends on the blade. But this blade, I believe Astra blade that I have in here now, could have benefited if I had switched it out. Can I still do that? Let me see here. I don't have a half one hanging out around there, so I would have done it real quick if I had one. I don't want to have to pull one out and snap it in half and all that and eat up time. So we're just going to keep going. But that's on me, certainly not on the razor. Because the razor has that aggression to it and likes to perform. This is like a racehorse. Let's see if I can show you that gap. See, it's got a pronounced gap in there. Not a lot of exposure. The blade doesn't come out a whole bunch, but it does. I mean, it's enough that you see it's significant, but it's that blade gap. Oh, actually got a little nick right there, a little wet. There we go. Nice light touch. Nice light touch coming across my neck. Same on this side. There we go, that's better. Just have one little hair like right there in the corner, just kind of sticking out there. Got it? We're good to go. 4 as close as I'm going to go. For a 2-pass shave under the nose, that's as close as I go under the nose. It's just a sensitive area. If I go a 3rd pass against the grain too, and it depends on the razor, usually a milder razor I will do that. Not a more aggressive one like this one, because it's just not comfortable afterwards. And the thing about shaving is too, it needs to be comfortable and enjoyable. And I know I would not enjoy that, so I'm not going to do it. But of course, this brush just really does the lather well. Of course, the brush was Italian barber item out of Canada. But I try to get a lot of stuff strictly from Maggers because I get all my samples there. They're willing to continue to make those samples and all that. So I like to give my business that way, mostly, but not exclusively, but mostly. And this razor obviously was like a Temu type of purchase there off the internet for Yaki over in China. So it's a Chinese razor, so some people don't want to do that. Teach his own. I just like to experience all kinds of stuff. So yes, I liked the American-made stuff a lot. And tend to get it. Any more expensive? Yes, it is, because the costs are more money here in this country. As long as you go in knowing it, and it's like, yeah, something you can save for. And yeah, I'm not really feeling the need to do a buffing pass on that one. So I don't really need that, because the razor is aggressive enough too, where it's really mowing it down. So I don't need to necessarily do a buffing pass to catch the stragglers whenever it does such a good job. So yes, this razor does do a fine job for the shave. All metal, all that is that it's got that gunmetal, a very shiny gunmetal finish on it. Gunmetal gray finish. It is a very attractive razor when you hold it in your hand. Doesn't have the greatest, for grip on that. It's just those straight up and down lines. There's no like real edge to them or anything, any kind of grip that way. So it's a little slippery. A little water on my fingers and just see here. This side's more apt to, yep, right there, right along the jawline here is where I need the hair. Oh, there's more there. So let me actually put some real water here. I am going to buffing past this one side. There we go. Let's get this. Better. Up here. Better. Oh yeah, better. Light touch. Spot right here. Yep, there we go. All right, let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Washed up all the equipment here. She's just give you see that shininess and that finish on that Yaki Katana razor. Drying on the sides of my sink, and of course, this goes into a pile that I have in the other room, inside a bedroom in my bureau in a box there. And I save them all up, and I have a giveaway for all those samples, and of course the sample aftershaves too, which we have a aftershave for this one too in the sample form, but it is not a matching one. I think my last 4 are all matching, but in the middle here I'm using up ones that are not matching necessarily. But this is good old Pinaud's, and this one is called Cognac Neat. I've been liking to try their alcohol scent, the different types of alcohol scented aftershaves just to try them out. What's this one smell like? Take it off here. One of those old style classic cologne scents really is what I get out of this. Let me see. Whoops. And I'm getting ahead of myself because I have not put 2 splashes of cold water on yet. Let me do that. Do that first. 2 splashes of cold water. And I just got this wet too underneath the sink from my alum. I want to do this first. And this takes a lot of the sting away that you would get from the alcohol in the aftershave. It takes a lot of it out. So this doesn't sting near as bad as that would if I didn't have this on first. And you see it calms that down a lot. There we go. Ramp that around. Then I'm just going to give 2 more splashes of cold water just to kind of give it a little light rinse off. There. A couple of splashes there. On my hands. Highly recommend alum to anybody, especially if you're not using an aftershave or alcohol-based aftershave afterwards, to use an alum block. Very inexpensive. This one was like $10 maybe, at Christmas time, whatever, when I bought it. Plus shipping, whatever that is, type of thing. But you're probably usually getting a few things, so the shipping cost kind of dissipates over the multiple items. Yeah, feels nice, fresh, close shave. Nice close shave. Going real easy with that razor too, real easy. It is a metal razor, not the heaviest of the metal razors, but enough weight there still to just weight of the razor is enough to glide that little head. So yeah, it worked well. Let's put this on now. There we go. Yeah, very classic-y scented. It would evoke memories of of your dad, what he smelled like coming out of the bathroom after a shave too. Kind of has that vibe to it, I think, really. Not really smelling like the cognac-y so much per se, but yeah, now I'm getting a hint of it. Now that it's drying down, yeah, it's like the alcohol is dissipating. Now it's coming out. Yeah, now it's coming out. But it is a very light scent. It's very light, very mild, nothing overpowering at all. Saw that I went hog wild with it. But that gets set aside too, because that'll be in the next giveaway as well. But yeah, that felt good. Nice close shave. Nice shave. And that blade, when I talked about the blade, wasn't as sharp as it could be too, because I felt a little bit of draggish on points, and that's a bad sign. I probably should have stopped and changed the blade at that point, but I didn't. I kept plowing on. And why? Why does that make a difference? It makes a difference because if you start getting that tugging feeling, like when you had the multi-blades and you always had the tugging feeling, it tends to grow ingrown hairs is what will happen. It'll, because they'll pop out a little bit and then kind of tuck back into the skin. Then they have a hard time coming back out again, and then that's where you get the ingrown hairs. So yeah, you want a sharp blade on your razor. So that was a shame on me thing. I really should have stopped and changed the blade on that shave. But other than that, it was a nice shave. Felt really good. It feels very, very good after the fact. So yeah, I'm enjoying the shave I did receive. So I hope you learn a little something and learn in spite of me on of course, with respect to the razor blade. But if you liked, learn something, please like and subscribe. And with that, go with God.